Egg cooking times. I let it boil till I say, oh damn, the egg. Y'all argue with people who eat steaks like this. Can't. They're still chewing. Life hack. If you choose the wrong spaghetti sauce, you can wash it off using your washing machine. Gordon Ramsay's daughter, Tilly, confirms she prefers her mum's cooking. Something about people using oil for sunscreen bothers me because my brain just keeps saying oil plus sun equals cooking. The best way to reheat leftover pizza, the water actually helps the crust stay crispy. I use this channel to cure my panic attacks. If this guy doesn't have a heart attack, no way I can. How do you slice your onions? Doesn't this depend on what you are cooking? Cooking together is a form of intimacy. No one who actually cooks wants to cook with another person in the kitchen. Accidentally use cement instead of baking soda when making cake. Common mistake, right? Sometimes I agree that women should do the cooking. Cooking time. Cooking up a stage 9 disease. I just ate a burger where the buns were grilled cheese sandwiches. His mum's cooking is on the same level as a rat. I was cooking an egg for 5 minutes and I'm like, dang, what's taking so long? I forgot the egg. I've been training my bug for a cook assistant, but it's useless. Cannot fulfill the easiest tasks. A Big Mac, I set in resin. Find someone who looks at you like Roger looks at a barbecue. Why I season my cutting board, not my steak. I prefer to season my mouth, eat the steak raw, and then light myself on fire. No more unknown chemicals in my food. I am growing my own vegetables and cooking them in my house. This is disgusting. One time when I was 11, my grandma made me go to a ham curing class. I just invented peppermint. Here's my first attempt at synonym rolls, just like grandma used to make. Girls in the kitchen. Ew, no mum, I'm a feminist. Make the dinner for us. Boys in the kitchen. My mum took my phone away, so I took her kitchen away. What kind of people shit is this? My friend's daughter was being annoying while I was cooking, so I told her we were eating seahorses for breakfast. I enjoyed my bacon and hers to the sound of her uncontrollable crying. Me starts cooking anything. The garlic powder in the spice rack. Cooking everything on high because you want it to be done faster. Do you know my mother? Everyone knows your mother. What a picture. I thought he was cooking up the meanest Rice Krispie treat. How to remove too much salt in cooking. Start over. I can't stop laughing at this. What was the big incident at your high school? A student did something on a croissant in a cooking class and let the teacher eat it. How many of you women can actually cook like this and don't cap? Why do people make it seem like cooking is so hard? Baking, precise measurements, by the book, scientific, cooking, yeehaw, eyeball everything, no gods, no kings, no recipes, too much butter, wrong pan used, did not cook the steak well enough, poor choice of toppings. You should also never smack a steak like that. Okay, Gordon Ramsay, when it's pizza time, my girl spoils me. The drain can have a little oil as a treat. The perfect steak. This isn't even well done. This is congratulations. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but you can eat lasagna in the shower if you want to. It's not illegal. They can't arrest you. Go and be free. Leftover rice for breakfast. My girl is going to freak when she wakes up. But does it really get better than this? Yes, with real chicken. The real way to cook a steak. I'm doing an Easter egg hunt for my cousins and someone is getting a meatball. Chicken hit the old razzle dazzle. Left foot slide. My brother burned a perfectly good pizza I bought today. I'm over here thinking Pizza Hut did it again with a new brownie pizza. I saw this travel blogger's photo and I thought she was sitting in a giant pizza. I have a great vegan sushi recipe if anyone is interested. Once I get a boyfriend, what do I feed it? You know, I've had mine for a while and he seems to be getting on well with a mixture of pellet as well as the wet food. Self-proclaimed free thinkers when the waiter brings out someone sizzling fajitas at Chili's. Mom, I want to grill out for dinner. Dad, it's raining. So they compromised and now Dad is grilling in the rain. Recipe said 2 eggs, but that did not seem like enough to cover the whole cake, so I improvised. My first omelette. Why is it a cake? None of these words are real. Sounds so threatening. And yet, a trace of the true self exists in the false self. Just in case you are wondering what deep fried ice cream looks like, if you bread it in flaming hot Cheetos, here you are. I love mozzarella, but what are you supposed to do with these weird white balls after you are done drinking it? The proper way to make cereal. First you put the cereal in the bowl and then add milk. I have no clue what a sieve is. This dude. Oh, the whole bowl. I don't care how tough life gets. I'm still not eating this slice of bread. The baby microwaved his ramen for 3 minutes, but when he took it out, the noodles were still kind of hard, so he's going to put it back in for another minute. A regular old grilled cheese, made with Kraft American cheese. Tastes so good when you don't have a person in your ear telling you it's fake cheese. Organized my sources. This post is dedicated to everyone who said women can't have egg salad sandwiches for lunch. Who said this? Love my Instant Pot. Makes cooking a breeze. I just tossed an apple and a cup of water, and in 25 minutes I had a really hot apple. Reasons my smoke detector goes off. My house is on fire. I'm a terrible cook. Gordon Ramsay's best quote is, and always will be, "This squid is so undercooked, I can still hear it telling SpongeBob to fuck off." My anger level when someone is in the kitchen with me. If a girl ever pulls a knife on you during an argument, pull out bread, ham, and mayo. Instincts will kick in. This is a joke, so putting soup in a square Tupperware is just not right. It should be a circle one, which is the shape of soup. An Italian is forced to watch the first time pineapple is added to a pizza. 1924. Adulthood isn't always work indoors. Sometimes it's chicken McNuggets for dinner. Sesame seeds literally do nothing on a hamburger bun. How many threads are you going to make about this? There's leftover steak in the fridge if you're hungry. I wouldn't even feed this to my dog. I was today years old when I found out how broccoli is made. What would you name this hamburger? Big hamburger. Hey, can I get a smoke detector that can tell the difference between danger smoke and flavor smoke? Pretty please. Now introducing the Texas board. These videos will always say stuff like this and then be like, refrigerate for 56 hours and use obscure ingredients not available at any store. I had some trouble with cooking pancakes on the stove today, so I thought of resorting to the rice cooker to cook the rest of the batter. Welp. What is this cooking meme? Is this a chef subculture I don't know about? A butcher subculture meme? You all just let me play myself like that. Chick-fil-A worker jumps through drive-thru window, saves choking boy. What the hell do these guys go through in orientation? Husband and I reminiscing about the time I texted him on my way home. Can you start cooking those sausages? Then added a cute little heart. He cooked 2 sausages. Eating raw cookie dough is the best option for college students. No cooking time. Tastes better than regular cookies. You may die. I never learned to cook because my mom would always say, learn so you can cook for your husband. And just the thought of cooking for a man angered me. Now I'm 23 and starving. Came in drunk and saw the oven was on, so obviously I turned it off. Turns out dad was cooking beef slowly overnight and I ruined Christmas. Thousands of people planned to attend a barbecue in front of the home of a vegan Australian woman who took her neighbors to court over the smell of meat cooking in their own backyard. Bro is cooking something majestical. Honey, did I ever tell you that you cook well? Oh, no babe. So why do you keep cooking? You know you're bad at cooking when you accidentally make lava. Me after following a recipe I found online. Me about to make an outrageous amount of spaghetti because I never know how much to cook. This spot is reserved for good old boys that know how to smoke a brisket. I ordered cheese fries. Technically they gave me them, but whatever I did to deserve this, I'm sorry. Mentally I'm at the sunroom of a 1990s Wendy's. My girlfriend asked me what I wanted for dinner, so I said, surprise me. This is not what I was expecting. Small place, but food is great. Everything is fresh and handmade. No conservatives or frozen food. Stop sending me this. Why they give me these big onion slices? My burger looks like Steve Harvey. You, curly fries. Me, an intellectual. Rotatoes. When the cake recipe says put 1 whole egg in it. Me, takes bite of cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. When you finally accept the divorce wasn't your fault, so you can eat your egg salad in peace and rock out. Macaroni mixed with Lucky Charms tastes so good together. When the toppings on your frozen pizza were all bunched on one side, and you had to rearrange them a little bit before putting it in the oven. Reading cooking instructions off the bag I just threw out. Try cooking, it helps with anxiety. Me, anxiously waiting for my food to be ready. 2 hours of cooking, just eat in 10 minutes, and now I have to wash everything. When your cooking is so bad, even the ingredients are horrified by what you've done to them. When you're cooking and the recipe says, chill in the fridge for 1 hour. Cooking and cleaning and gardening are such girly activities, only gays and betas do them. They're called basic life skills. How much spinach I start cooking with versus how much I end up with. My boyfriend was slow cooking ribs, and I guess they were done in the middle of the night. So this man wakes me up at 3 AM and goes, here, I brought you a rib. So we sat in bed and ate ribs. I found my soulmate. When you're trying to follow the cooking instructions video, but the dude starts throwing eggs halfway through the video. Cooking alone, 30 minutes. Cooking with mom, 1 hour 30 minutes. 7 slabs, 10 punches, 16 insults, and 2 attempted murders. Every chef right now. Today, I'm going to show you how to make something simple with ingredients everyone has in their pantry, since you can't go to the store. I'm starting with Madagascar vanilla, hemp milk, and a single feather from a dodo bird. I can't stop laughing at this. Bro, that's just cooking dinner. You're describing what a meal is. I have become obsessed with cooking meat over fire. I get prepared for it. I make sure I'm hungry before I cook it. And the smell of the smoke and the aroma of the crackling meat ignites some ancient genetic memories. It makes cooking and eating significantly better. Gordon Ramsay gets bitten on the nose by a puffin. Ramsay's barbecued puffin burst. I matched with a chef and he's even fed up with cooking. Day 1 of quarantine. Looks so good. Day 20. Do you ever cook something in the microwave but it's still really cold in the middle and you just keep eating it instead of heating eating it longer because life is pointless and entropy is unavoidable and the universe is filled with callous and casual destruction. Apparently, you can reheat pizza by turning your toaster on its side. You're welcome. Am I the only one who puts seasoning on butter and eats it like ice cream? This is... what the fuck? I low-key want these. I wanna watch the food cook. Costco's founder once told the company's current CEO, if you raise the price of the effing hot dog, I will end you. My wife got this ridiculous sling thing for our ridiculously spoiled cat, and now when we're cooking, the cat throws a temper tantrum, and the only way to make her stop it is to break out the cat bag and let her in it. I just read a client's contract for them, and the landlord has written a clause that bans spices and oils in all cooking. Imagine thinking you had the right to ban flavor from someone's life. Cooking shows I desperately want. Professional chefs compete to wow and astound. Totally amateur food critics who don't know shit about shit get eliminated on totally arbitrary grounds such as I don't like sour cream. Cooking and eating eggs. Cooking and using eggs for new meme formats. Sick of people stumbling into the kitchen at 2 to 3 a.m. asking me why I do this. It's called dark lunch, you absolute troglodyte. Get with the program, you fool. Rescue piglets given to the firefighters who saved them as sausages. Instructions on food. Cook 20 to 24 minutes. Using my superior intellect, I have deduced that the optimal cooking time is precisely 22 minutes. Due to most people not having full-blown professional kitchens, a cooking show that only uses basic ingredients and a microwave to create dishes would probably be pretty popular. Give me one good reason why I should not break up my noodles before cooking them. For every noodle you break, an Italian grandma slips and breaks her hip. Truck spills loads of corn on highway. If you like life is just choosing your Subway sandwich when you're 9 and ordering the same one until you die. Person, would you like to eat 6 string cheeses in a row? No, we deep fried them and that will be tomato sauce. Oh, okay, yes. If you are under a certain age, let me assure you that this apple pie was served at the surface temperature of the planet Mercury. Wow, what are you cooking? That smells so good. Starter pack. World's largest aircraft successfully takes flight on fuel made from cooking oil. Why does my dad use this nice ass thermos to keep his burritos warm? Y'all ever had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with chicken in the middle? No. Remember when Dexter ate a giant burrito and thought he was going to die, but it turned out he just had to fart? Haven't we all been there? Yeah, so he's dipping his sushi in ranch. I've already contacted HR. Might call the local authorities. See the shocking truth about what mustard does to your body, depending on where you slather it on yourself. The cauliflower rice in the back of my freezer, watching me finish my 3rd family-sized bag of pizza rolls this week. Hell yeah. Why would you do this? Got distracted while buttering bread. Buttered a sponge instead. Bread with soy sauce, honey, pepper flakes, and barbecue seasoning. Christopher Nolan created a nuclear explosion for Oppenheimer without using CGI. Nobody. Me eating mango. So good. My date said she loved seafood. I did my best, and she left. SMH. The pupil of your eye can expand as much as 55% when looking at something you love. I actually kind of like olives. If you don't rinse your bread before eating it, don't speak to me. Nutella mac and cheese. I miss my wife. Why the world is not yet ready for the dog hot. Ladies, a guy you've been dating asks you to come over for a candlelight dinner. You show up and see this. What do? We eating good tonight. Fish tacos. They don't know they should be saving their pasta water and finishing with the sauce in the pan. How to dispose of pasta water. So, you know how some sins are unforgivable. Cooking up some traditional British cuisine. Fish and chips with a fresh cup of tea. Man cooking up ramen in a Speedo accidentally shoots himself in the nuts with 20 bottle rockets. When you're cooking and you shake the pan for no reason to make that sizzle noise so it feels more like cooking. When you're cooking and drop a meatball on the floor. What's wrong? You've barely touched your sushi. The cheese I spilled at the bottom of my oven, watching me bake more stuff instead of cleaning it out. How I feel after making a good joke cool for a few minutes. This is why I'm not allowed to cook dinner anymore. Last night, I asked my husband to put some spaghetti on the stove so I could start dinner when I got home. I came home to this. When the stove is just as shocked as you are, get you a boy that knows how to cook. The recipe said to dice the onion. Seems like a lot of effort, but I've gone with it. My roommate just broke up with his girlfriend that cooks for us. Guys will see this and just think, hell yeah, cooking lasagna at 120 degrees. Ran out of jelly. I wonder how this tastes. The real way to make hot dogs. Apparently my father-in-law has been saving the tiny, unusable silvers of soap to make one big soap. You're telling me that's not guacamole. The cantaloupe is spreading its horrible flavor onto all of the other fruit. This Bible verse always keeps me going. Lunch, 11:35. I bought a lemon tree earlier today. Straight cash. No flags, but it's 9 PM, and went and got out some lemons to make one single cup of lemonade. Why? Because I copped a fricking lemon tree. Scrambled egg, 1 handful per child. Your G-nut butter and jelly jandwedges here. Being high at home is so funny. I feel like a sim. I started cooking, then washing the dishes. Now I'm just standing in a corner. My dog is blind and deaf. Sometimes I leave the door open so he can smell what the neighbors are cooking. Abolish cooking websites where you have to scroll through their life story before getting to the actual recipe. I'm not cooking rice ever again. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually very impressive. Dwayne Johnson's family get tested after being unable to smell what The Rock is cooking. I saw this Japanese mom's amazing cooking and sent it to my mom. I asked her if she could make one for me. I was just joking, since I'm no longer a kid and living in another continent now. 2 hours later, she replied with this picture and told me she will be practicing and cook for me when I get back home. When we met, my boyfriend just wasn't a cat person. We were out of wet food, and he's currently cooking fish, so the boys can still have a good dinner, as though they're loyal patrons of a restaurant he cannot disappoint, and not too many hell panthers that poop in a box and yell at us. A Red Lobster employee found a rare blue lobster. Instead of cooking it, the restaurant sent it to a Ohio zoo. I bought an extra large pizza. I hate the crust, so I want to sell it to someone that enjoys it. Looking to get some of my money back. Pick up only. I cannot deliver. Comes with 3 slightly used Mariana sauces. My grandpa is 74, pursuing a cooking career, and I've never seen him happier. He told me he's just waiting for a chance. So, Twitter, meet my grandpa. There's a channel on YouTube called Grandpa's Kitchen, and it's a happy old man cooking giant meals that he then shares with a bunch of kids. It funds a bunch of food and literacy programs too. Really blessed content. Did you know that if you spend $150 on ingredients and 4 hours cooking, you can make a burger that's better than a Big Mac? Today at work, I found some wild corn dogs growing in their natural habitat. This was really exciting for me, as I have never picked up fresh corn dogs before. I have no idea how to tell when they are ripe, as they tasted horrible, no matter how much mustard I put on them. Be me, 21-year-old autistic NEET, make tendies for lunch every day, somehow talk my way into getting a job cooking. Chef assigns me to prep protein. Every day I have the same list of tasks. Don't have to talk to anyone. First task, make 20 pounds of tendies. Yes chef, prep cook is the perfect job for me. There should be a cooking show for parents. The contestants start by working a full 8-hour day and then have 20 minutes to slap together a somewhat decent meal that the 8-year-old judges call trash because it's not chicken nuggets.